The Ontario Junior A Lacrosse League action continues here inside the Toronto Rock Athletics Center. My name's Pat Gregor. I will have the call on today's presentation of OJLL Lacrosse on JVI Sports Network. Tonight we have a great game between the St. Catharines Athletics and the Brampton Excelsiors. Both teams currently sitting at 1-1 in this 2021 shortened season. Second game for both these teams here today on day one. The Brampton Excelsiors wearing their traditional whites with burgundy yellow. No bug juice to be found here. And for St. Catharines, it's the traditional double blue, baby blue with the navy blue and white trim. Our officials for this evening's contest. And underway we go. We'll get to the officials in just 1 second as the St. Catharines Athletics win the opening draw. And they'll get their first possession here as they'll set things up. Going lefty strong to start this offensive set. 10 seconds left on the clock, not much doing here as Alex Simon's gonna take a twister shot. That one goes wide. 4 seconds, still can get something going here. Takes the shot, and that one there is turned aside by Stephen Orleman. Orleman in net for the Excelsiors. And those Excelsiors will get their first possession here right now. Liam Van Scheppen with the ball. Outside shot coming from just outside the 24-foot dot mark. That's the captain with the heavy shot there. Austin Hazen being named earlier the captain this week. St. Catharines will start with the ball. Their second offensive set here. Mason Kaminga moves that one over to the far side. Brandon Maya over to Carter Zavitz, the leading goal scorer or point scorer for the St. Catharines Athletics so far. That one's turned aside. Stephen Orleman gets the ball up, and the Excelsiors have numbers. Van Scheppen fakes the shot, elects to pull out over to the sideboards. That's Ferreira. Ferreira back over to the right hand side. Waters looking. Waters dodging. That one's turned aside. Big save. That shot is knocked down. Cameron McLeod in net for the Athletics. As I mentioned, Orleman in between the pipes for Brampton. St. Catharines again looking for their first goal of the game, the game's first goal. Alex Simons with it, looking, waiting, up to the top. Shot from the outside. That one's turned aside by Keelan Peelam. And transition goes the other way now. Blunt Smith with the ball. Owen Blunt Smith gets that over to John Vesna. Vesna, 3 points in their first game. The Halton Hills Bulldogs product turns the ball over and chugs to the bench. Here comes St. Catharines with the ball now, slowing things down. Gives the ball into safety. Zavitz with it now, takes the shot from the outside, turned aside by Orleman. And back and forth we go. Shot goes real wide of the cage there. And again, these two teams like to play fast and furious. But they're going to settle things down as Zavitz finds a little pass and play. But the ball is dropped right on the crease there. That's Liam Ham, unable to get anything going there. Liam Ham, product of Newmarket, Ontario. Ferreira with the ball. Looking. Big pick there set by Van Scheppen. Loose ball picked up by the keeper for the A's. That's Cam McLeod. McLeod flips that over. Got to get it over in 8 seconds. The new rule adapted from the NLL to the OJ. A little flip pass there. Reaches the stick of Sam Leclerc. Leclerc with it now. Over to Simons. Back over to the far side. Shot from the outside. That one's turned aside. That was out of the stick of Jackson Wepper. Loose ball again. Both teams love to push the pace here. Jordan Medeiros over to the big body of John Vesna. Vesna goes wide, gets it to his man up top, goes back to the far side, Hazen, and it's going to be a moving pick. Nate Brennan puts the ball down, and St. Catharines will push pace. The pass is unable to connect, so Hazen's going to pick up the ball and fire it down the floor. You can hear head coach Steve Toll calling for the double. You know this defense is going to play fast, furious, just like how the Hall of Famer of the National Lacrosse League played his game. Vesna leans into his man. A big pick there, no call, Tyler Ferreira. Vesna with the ball now, shoots wide. 4 seconds on the clock. Ferreira is going to need a shot. And casually blocking that shot is Tyler Halls, turning that one aside. Great pace in this one so far. 5 minutes down in the first period. Zip, zip. Both goaltenders playing phenomenally as well. And we have our first penalty coming up unless they score here. Little give and go, but that one's turned aside by Orleman. As mentioned, the first power play of the game is going to go to Brampton. Riley DeLille going to sit down for 2 minutes, and we'll see this athletics power play for the first time here today. Alex Simons at the top, the shooters. Sam Leclerc as the lefty. Keelan Pilon up top. Moving the ball now behind the cage. Shot from the outside, blasted right into the chest of Orleman. Stephen Orleman playing for this Excelsiors team, but in the winter he will be playing for the New York Riptide. The ball safely into the offensive zone for the Excelsiors. Nathan Grennan with the ball now. One of the many products from Ottawa in Ontario Junior A lacrosse. 4 seconds on the clock. Able to get a shot off, but turned aside once again. Goaltenders have to be sharp here. Cam McLeod, another Georgetown Halton Hills product. Ball going to be worked around again. 55 seconds left here, 15 in the shot clock. Simmons back up top, playing a little catch and pass here with Pilon. Pilon back up top. Still, Simmons fakes, waits. Behind the back, little toe drag shot. That one goes off the shoulder of Orleman as Sam Leclerc, the Welland, Ontario product, is turned aside. Fast pace here as Brampton brings it up the floor, and we'll try to see if they can kill off some more time. 15 seconds on the shot clock. As mentioned, I was going to say before, Sean Grenier, Brett Colombe, and Seb Bedoin, the officials down on the floor here. Ball picked up easily there by Tyler Halls. Orangeville, Ontario product. And we're even, so a successful penalty kill for Brampton. But St. Catharines going to go to work here again, see if they can get the game's first goal. Shot from the outside and scores! And it's going to be Brandon Maya. Gets the double blue on the board first. 1-0 St. Kitts. You'll see here a great pick. Just enough space. Keelan Peelan, a great heads-up play, crashing and banging, sealing 2 men to allow that goal to come through. That's Maya's 3rd goal of this early season, as he had 2 in their first game against Oakville in that victory. So Brampton wins possession off the draw. They'll see if they can bury the equalizer here. Van Scheppen with it from his wrong side, takes the shot. That one hits the shoulder of McLeod. As you can hear, Deadly pass there, but somehow he evades a check. Ball down on the floor. St. Catharines picks it up. 15 seconds on the shot clock. No time, no need, I should say, to try to rush the ball as Alex Simmons with it now. The Denver University product, Simmons. For those who are watching south of the border, familiar with the NCAA game, and a very field lacrosse shot there from Simmons. As Creaser is just going to pick up that loose ball and fire it over to Ferreira. Ferreira over to Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen to Hazen, the captain. Hazen throws that pick, clears up some space. To let Penn Astrat to bomb that one from the outside and tie this game up at 1. As you'll see, again, another big pick here that just frees up. Actually, it's 2 picks there. As you see, Austin Hazen and Zach Sunderland getting their nose dirty to free up some space. So 2 goals were 1-1, both outside shots with a little bit of pick action up top. Sunderland wins the faceoff there on a procedure. Mandeville, one of the former Barrie Lakeshore players that was picked up in the dispersal draft. John Vesna with it now, the big former Halton Hills Bulldog. Fires over the far side, gets it, tries to go back inside to Kyle Waters, one of the many players who was dealt. We'll get to that in just 1 second as we have a fast break here. Shot from the inside there is turned aside by Orleman, but St. Catharines picks up the loose ball as McIntosh flips that one to safe space with Sam LeClaire. LeClaire over to Simons. Simons gets it over to the left. Peelan uses that speed, takes the shot. That one's turned aside. Orleman looking dialed so far. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go here between Brampton and St. Catharines. 1-1 on JVI Sports Network. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to today's broadcast and all the broadcasts today from the track. Ferreira with it, uses that pick. Little tries to go, just kind of came out funny of his stick. Maybe one of the defenders of St. Catharines had an opportunity to knock it out or just an errant pass. Again, Simons with it now. Comes around the top. No shot option for him there, so it's going to go to the far side now. Another big pick from the top. Running away from his check there is Liam Ham. Simmons there, a great there, that slide. Great defense from Mandeville. Kind of gets caught around chasing after that beautiful slide. But he's going to get that ball, move it up, get off the floor. Vesna again with the ball. The big left-handed shot. Grannon transfers the ball over to the far side. Coming around the top once again. Back over to Vesna. Vesna uses Grannon's pick, feed to the inside. Waters with it, behind the back. That one goes just wide. Waters showing off why he was so coveted. And a great defensive play coming back in reverse transition. Unable to pick up the loose ball though, as St. Catharines grabs it, and it's McIntosh once again. McIntosh all over the floor so far. One of the homegrown talent from St. Catharines on this double blue squad. Outside shot, that one just goes wide. Carter Zavitz unable to convert. Loose ball, and it's an over and back call anyways. Creaser is going to pick up the loose ball with it now. Looks for a shot, takes it. That one goes wide. Luckily for him, that one goes right to Owen Blunt-Smith. He's going to stay on. Toll not looking for that. And as you can hear now on the floor, they did start that reset too long, so they're just going to throw the ball in the corner. As mentioned a couple times already on the broadcast, this St. Catharines team led by head coach Steve Toll, Ian Rubel, Ken Millen, Kyle Matisse, and Rob Taylor as the assistant coaches. On the other side, some impressive names as well for Brampton. Mike Hazen, the head coach of the Excels, with Pat O'Toole, Dylan Evans, and DJ Drysdale as the assistants. Hazen and O'Toole, coaches, of course, in the National Lacrosse League with the Rochester Nighthawks. Mandeville with it now, going to see if he can take a shot here. Transition opportunity. And great defense there. All over Mandeville. Now, can we get in over and back? We don't. Great job by Mandeville to try to get it over, but a ton of clock chewed up here as Brampton looking to see if they can get a shot. Vesna using his big body, takes the shot. He scores, but his foot is in the crease. No goal. As we'll stay here 1-1, under 3 minutes to go. Great pace between these two teams. Zavitz, little flip pass there to Simons. Simmons over to the far side. Pilon with the shot and scores! Pilon with an absolute beauty from the outside. Rips that one. 2-1 Athletics. Again, you just see the off-ball movement has been huge for both teams. A beautiful pick set there by Brandon Maya, who scored the first goal this time. He's getting his nose dirty, sets that pick, and Keelan Pilon just unloads a shot from the outside. Pilon will be a name that you'll be hearing later on. And we got some rough stuff here as one of the Brampton players are thrown into the bench. Mandeville trying to figure out, I believe that was Tyler Halls who sent his man into the bench, but it looks like we're just going to get two players aside here, both for roughing. So just 2 minutes each here. We're going to go a little 4-on-4 lacrosse. Lots of space for both these teams to work. Hazen, the captain, with it now. Pick and roll, fakes the shot, and scores! Austin Hazen, the Belmont College product, unloads an outside shot. You see that great pick there, fakes the roll, and just unloads that shot right over the shoulder of McLeod. An absolute beauty from El Capitano. Face off here. Been a great battle between Halls and Sunderland. Loose ball picked up by Halls. And St. Catharines continuing to play with this pace. 4-on-4, as mentioned before. Lots of time, lots of space, lots of opportunity for some beautiful goals here at the track. Shot from the outside, that goes all the way down, and Creaser's gonna pick up this ball, or he's gonna try to at least, and get a fresh clock there, as that did go off the arm of Orleman. Grennan with the ball now, draws his man out. Shifty player Grennan is. Looks, feeds the middle over to Vesna. Vesna can't get the shot off though. And again, here comes St. Catharines. They love to play with this pace. And they're gonna keep the pace coming. It's Carter Zavitz with it now, rolls away from pressure. Still 4-on-4, 20 seconds about left in the shot clock. 45 left in the penalty. Little shake and bake, roll, feed, and turned aside by Orleman. That's why Stephen Orleman is one of the top prospects, not just in goal, but in all of lacrosse. Seth Van Schippen with the ball, takes it, sees some daylight, but turned aside by Cameron McLeod. Sunderland down low, Ferreira. And Van Scheppen's going to see if he can use that size and athleticism, but just throws that ball carelessly into the corner. But Brampton's still going to be able to see if they can pick this up. 15 seconds left in the clock, so no need to. And we're going to get a penalty here as Kyle Waters soaked one of those up in the face. Brampton will try their hand at a power play here. It will only be 4-on-3 for 3 seconds, so they're going to hold on to the ball. 35 seconds here as well. So they might see them try to get a quick shot, get that reset. See what they do here. Brampton with Waters, Hazen, Vesna, Van Scheppen and Estrat on the crease. Waters is going to start with it now. Van Scheppen moves it around. Back up top now. St. Catharines gets one player back on the floor. Waters takes the shot. That goes wide, and that's going to be an over and back. 22.2 seconds left here in this period. 2-2. Lots of twos up on the board right now. Ball blown in. St. Catharines picks it up. We're going to see how much time they can kill off this clock, as there's no shot clock now with under about 11 seconds now. And St. Catharines called for withholding the ball there. I believe it was Liam Ham, but Mike Hazen calls timeout. They're going to see if they can get something chalked up here for the offense to see if they can score and take the lead with 10.8 seconds remaining in the first period. Again, we want to thank you very much for tuning in today's broadcast of Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action on JVI Sports. And we want to let you know that today's OJLL broadcast is brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, #MilkUp. The boys will be needing some refreshments after a long day of lacrosse. Each team playing 2 games today here at the track, reminiscent of some minor lacrosse days. Both pads here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center being used, as right now over on the other pad, and my colleague Matthew Carrick has the call. Whitby leading the Orangeville Northmen 2-1. But over here on the blue rink, it's Brampton, and they're going to see if they can take a lead. Van Scheppen with it now. Over to Hazen. Hazen with the shot from the outside and scores. That's goal number 2 for the captain with 2.5 seconds left. Brampton leads 3-2. Austin Hazen showing off that unbelievable shot he has. And how about Kyle Waters just with that little seal to take away enough time and space for St. Catharines to get up, get to Hazen. Hazen 2 goals now on the game. And I don't believe, I'll have to check my stats. I'm not sure if he scored in the first. Yes, he did, 1 goal. So 3 goals on the day in the season. But we have a great game here at the track, folks. Brampton leads St. Catharines 3-2 after the first. We're going to take a quick break here, but when we're back, we'll have second period action on JVI Sports Network. Welcome back inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center for another presentation of Ontario Junior A Lacrosse. Action between the Brampton Excelsiors and St. Catharines Athletics. Brampton right now holding a 3-2 lead over the A's. Pat Gregoire on the call. Pleased to bring you JVI Sports Network's presentation of OJLL Lacrosse. We want to thank again the Dairy Farmers of Ontario for bringing us today's OJLL action. Face off. Battle still going on as these two have battled great so far between the two drawmen. Ball still on the turf. Still battling, some hacks, some whacks. Still no one able to pick up that loose ball. And it's gonna go all the way down to the face-off man himself, Sunderland, who's gonna pick up the loose ball. Brampton wearing the white, maroon, and gold. On the other side, it's St. Catharines in the double blue. Big pick there set. Van Scheppen decides not to use the pick though. Shot goes all the way wide there from Hazen. Picked up now. Loose ball, one. Estriat over to the far side. Scheppen fakes, shot. That one goes wide, and it's going to be a 30-second clock kill for St. Catharines. They'll see if they can try to tie this game up with their first offensive possession of the period. Ball moved around now. St. Catharines looking to see if they can get something going here early. Shot from the outside. That one's picked off. A great move and spin there from Blunt Smith. He's on his wrong side, fakes the pass, and then does throw it off. But what a save by Cam McLeod coming across his crease, and we'll have a chance at the other end. But Zavitz is unable, or Simons, I should say. Simmons unable to pick up that loose ball, but he has it now. Simmons with it, dodges, takes that fadeaway shot, goes just above. Little shot again, blocked. Thought he was going for that skip pass there. Pilon goes with the skip pass this time, but nothing able to come of it, and the clock's just gonna run down as we have two straight defensive stands from both these teams. Chris Veltman brings up the ball. Chris Veltman, of course, son of Jim Veltman, playing in his first season with Brampton, played for the West Durham Ironheads, was the Ontario Junior B Lacrosse League Defender of the Year back in 2019. Vesna with it, throws the twister. That's not gonna go. McLeod with another big save. Both these goalies putting on an absolute clinic between the pipes. Little flip pass there over, gets the offense out on the floor. Brandon Maya fights through a check, takes a shot, turned aside. Rebound picked up again, another big stop by Orleman. And we're gonna get a little bit of rough stuff here. Nothing coming of it as the officials break it up. DeLille. It's gonna, looks like both of them are actually gonna sit down. And in fact, Mason Kaminga is actually gonna be the only one sitting down here. Plus, he got a 10-minute misconduct as well, it seems. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike and a 10 for unsportsmanlike. So someone is going to have to serve that penalty as the timekeeper tries to figure out what exactly is going on. As I mentioned earlier, Carter Zavitz, 6 points, 4 goals, and 2 assists so far on the campaign heading in, and he does have 1 assist, so he's up to 7 points on the campaign so far. But it is Brampton who's going to have their hand here. Hazen takes that shot, turned aside quite easily there, and as the Athletics will try to kill as much clock as they can. Just getting that down low is Tanner Vale. Vale over to the far side. Simmons gets the ball back up top, little give and go. Pilon shakes, all alone, shot turned aside. Maya cannot solve. Stephen Orleman, not many can, and again, St. Catharines going to be sitting for two. Looks like it's going to be an interference penalty coming up. So a glorious opportunity, little skip pass. That one goes bar south, but not in. Little crease dive there by Nate Grennan, the former Toronto Beaches product and the current Mercyhurst University product. He will also be available in this year's NLL draft, sitting at 5'10", 180. A slightly undersized forward, you could say, but Grennan certainly not afraid to go to the dirty areas as we saw there. So a two-man advantage now for Brampton. We'll see what they can get going here. 4-on-3. Van Scheppen loses the ball, and that one's picked off. Down the floor they go. And great back check there by Van Scheppen, able to strip Tyler Halls. Demikas over to Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen gonna work the ball around Grennan, over to Van Scheppen. Waters trotting onto the floor. Waters looking for the ball, takes that shot, just feathers one in there, but McLeod turns that aside. Other way we go. St. Catharines looking to corral the ball. That's Aiden Buis with the ball now, takes the shot, tries to just change that one up. Still with the ball. Great job killing that one off. And a quick shot there from Zavitz. Brooklyn Lacrosse Club head coach Brad MacArthur sending me a note saying it's probably the first time we have ever seen the first and second draft pick in Major Series Lacrosse play in the same game against each other. Kyle Waters going first overall to Brooklyn, and Alex Simmons going second overall to Coburg. So thank you for that little tidbit, Brad, and thanks for tuning in as well. Of course, if you want to join the conversation, you can tweet us at JVI Video, at the OJLL, and of course, you can hit me up as well at P. Greggy. But back down to the floor. Hazen with the ball, still with that two-man advantage. Not able to do anything yet. Van Scheppen with the ball in his stick, over to Waters. Waters waiting, takes the shot, turned aside by McLeod. But Hazen picks up the loose ball and turned aside by McLeod. Hazen denied of his hat-trick goal here in the second period. St. Catharines, again, gonna try to see how much time they can chew up. 9-11 in this period. 50 seconds and 8 seconds now on the clock, doing a great job. As mentioned, 47 seconds now left on the penalty. They've already killed off the one. Kaminga's gonna stay in the box though, as he received a 10-minute misconduct. Waters with it now, streaking down, feathers that one, but it's turned aside by McLeod. Vesna using his big frame, try to pick up that loose ball. Good battle, just a little bit too much there from Vesna, and here come the Athletics, slowing it down. As Connor Watson hands that one off to Liam Ham, the former Newmarket Redbird in minor and Newmarket Saints in Junior B, now playing for the A's. Alex Simmons gets taken down to the turf, and the loose ball is still on the ground as Jordan Medeiros picks up the loose ball, and he's just gonna flip that one over. Ball back on, over to the other side. Van Scheppen. Shot from the outside. That one soaked by the big body of Thomas Whitty, the Rochester Nighthawk in the National Lacrosse League, a young budding star in this game. Just a few seconds left on the clock. Brampton unable to do anything there. So St. Catharines going to pick up the ball here. Let's see if they can tie this game back up with this offensive possession. A's with the ball now. Maya over to Webster. Webster with it now. Over to the righties. Shot from the outside comes. That one sailed just wide, but picking up his own rebound, shoots. That one goes wide as Simmons can't convert. And great loose ball there by Chris Veltman, letting the Excelsiors move the ball up the floor. Veltman also being drafted by the New York Riptide in this year's entry draft, or I should say last year's entry draft, but has not yet to play a game, as much like the Ontario Junior Lacrosse League season last year was put on hold, and same with the National Lacrosse League. Pilon over to the far side, shot from the outside. And again, St. Catharines going to be heading to the box. As Liam Ham is pleading his case to the official grant. Sean Grenier, the official. Looks like Andrew and it looks like they're going to try to figure things out here. Six minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the second period. Brampton leads St. Catharines 3-2. Brampton looking to extend their lead with a power play right now. After St. Catharines finally killed off that two-man advantage, they're going to head back down to the man-down opportunity. Looking at the get to the other game shortly as we get back to action here as Vesna fires over to the far side to Hazen. Vesna with the ball again. Cuts to the middle. Hazen waiting. Grennan down low. That ball's dropped by Vesna. Vesna back up to Van Scheppen. Van Scheppen skip pass to Hazen. Hazen, that ball had eyes but turned aside by McLeod. $1:35 to go in the power play. 6-11 in the game. Hazen up to Vesna. Running the wheel now is Brampton to the far side. Grennan fakes over to Hazen. Hazen with the hot stick. 2 goals so far. Grennan outside shot blocked there by Captain Thomas Whitty, and Nate Grennan is going to head to the box now as St. Catharines is going to even this thing up. We'll see some more 4-on-4 lacrosse. And Sean Grenier with his hand up. All even, as you can hear both benches screaming, they're even, they're even. Loose ball down on the ground. Brampton picking it up, and it's going to be a trip for Nathan Grennan. So, 49 seconds left. Here in the power play, or I should say now 4-on-4 will be for 49 seconds. You hear the sticks banging and crashing. That's on the other pad. Probably a spirited bout between two worthy combatants in Whitby versus Orangeville. But here down on the turf, 4-on-4 lacrosse resumes. 15 seconds left in the shot clock here for St. Catharines. Loose ball still on the ground. And a healthy pop there by Jackson Weber. Nothing doing of it, just a possession call, no penalty. 26 seconds to go here in 4-on-4 action. Until St. Catharines will have another opportunity here to go on the power play. Vesna with the ball, uses that big frame, still with it now. Flips to the crease, stays out. Still running around with the ball there. Brampton, Sunderland. Tries to throw the pass to the middle. Sunderland takes that shot, turned aside by McLeod. McLeod down, but not out as that one goes just wide. Brampton now short-handed with a minute to go in their penalty. We'll see how much they can chew up. Van Scheppen just holding on to the ball. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. They need to do something here. Van Scheppen takes his man out wide. Quick little dodge. One hand on the stick. Swim. Takes it to the rack. But McLeod once again turns his side. We have seen some fantastic goaltending so far here today. Not just in this game, but throughout this entire day. St. Catharines looking to get back to a tied game. Pilon up top. Skip pass to the middle. Shot turned aside. Simmons can't convert. Loose ball, picked back up. Pilon, skip pass again, takes the shot and scores! A beautiful feed from Pilon, finding Sam McClare. And we're tied 3-3. You'll see here, pass comes to Pilon. Just a little hitch and a shot there from LeClaire. That little hitch is just enough to throw off Orleman in between the pipes, but a beautiful feed from Keelan Pilon. Pilon, a very deadly feeder for this St. Catharines team. Pilon having himself a very strong junior A season just a couple of summers ago. Play continues as St. Catharines picks up the loose ball off the face-off, has a possession here. 15 seconds left. They'll still try to get their offense out here. Try to get something going here. As mentioned, Pilon with 81 points just 2 summers ago. Oh, and that skip pass drop right on the crease. Unable to cash in there is big number 33, Jackson Webster. Another Georgetown Junior B product of Halton Hills, the Bulldogs. Shot from the outside, turned aside. Van Scheppen tries to pick up his own rebound. And possession's going to stay here with Brampton. Waters, the first overall pick in this year's Major Series Lacrosse League draft, but using his last year of junior eligibility here in the OJ. Shot from the outside, turned aside. Hazen quick with the trigger. St. Catharines has to be aware. Hazen, 2 goals already, both from the outside. Got to get to hands there. Whitty, Hazen matched up well. Little give and go. Vesna turned aside though, and St. Catharines trying to move the ball up the floor. And it's turned over. Waters, again, another beautiful effort in reverse transition. That's a couple of forced turnovers that he's caused. St. Catharines has numbers, but elects to slow things down. Brandon Maya. Again now with that shot, and are you kidding me? Alex Simmons with an absolute beauty on the run. That ball had eyes. We'll see that pick just thrown right there. And on the run, it's a beautiful shot from the outside. Simmons, I mentioned his prowess in the field game in Division I with the Denver Pioneers. A very field lacrosse-esque goal there from the DU standout. We get a play call dead here as Cam McLeod tries to fix his lid here with 1:43, and just like that, St. Catharines gains the lead here, 4-3. As mentioned before, another game going on right now. Whitby and Orangeville battling on the other rink. Whitby up 5-4. Dyson Williams earlier on had himself a great game. 6 points for him. 2 points, I believe, actually 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist for him. So he'll be near the scoring leader after today's action. So will Carter Zavitz here out on the floor. Has himself at least 1 assist here. I'll have to check as well, but had a very strong game before. Big pick set there. And the roll. Can he convert? Yes, he can! Sam LeClaire, that's goal number 2 for LeClaire. This time coming off the pick and roll. I've talked about it so frequently. The off-ball and on-ball picks have been huge for both these teams, freeing up space. This time, instead of opening it up for an outside shot, LeClaire rolls to the middle, gets that pass, and beats Orleman. Face-off one once again by St. Catharines. As Tyler Halls has done a fantastic job at the circle. Both Drummond actually at that Pilon, looking for options. Skip pass, waiting, looking for more options on the other side. Is Simmons. Pilon again. And that hit is high. We're going to get a delayed penalty here unless they can cash in. Medeiros just hockey shots that. Brampton looking to see if there was a call. Indeed, there won't be. Just the original call on Liam McKay, who will sit down for an illegal cross-check. McKay, again, another Georgetown native, another Halton Hills Bulldog product. We'll see the replay just right here. Cross-check right up in the face of Pilon, so that's going to cause a penalty here, but 41 seconds remaining in the period, so unless they score here, or next possession I could say, as Brampton storming up the floor. Grennan with a couple of moves, takes the shot, can't score. Both goalies have been tremendous. McLeod getting the upper hand on Grennan that time. St. Catharines, 20 seconds to go here in the period, in the second. They'll see what they can do. No more shot clock as there's only 10 seconds left. Pilon playing a little pass and catch, I should say. Pilon now, that great shot just goes wide and into the bench as time expires. St. Catharines with a huge period for themselves, killing off a bunch of penalties and then coming out on top 5-3 in that second period. Once again, we're going to take a quick break. We want to thank you for tuning in so far for JVI Sports Network's presentation of OJLL Lacrosse. Pat Gregoire here. We will be back soon. quick breaks here in Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action for this year's season. Just enough time to grab a nice glass of milk. And today's broadcast is brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. #MilkUp. I know the Orangeville faithful are probably watching the other game on the other stream as they're playing Whippy right now, but perhaps enjoying some Orangeville milks, if you will. Third period under action now. Under a minute to go here in the power play. Van Scheppen, just 10 seconds on the clock, looking to see what he can do. Tries to feed the middle. He does get it through, but he just runs out of space. So St. Catharines is going to get their power play back out here. A power play and offense that is certainly heated up in the second half of this game. Looking very deadly. Just working the ball around, seeing what they can get done here. A little hitch, takes the shot, and a skip pass and scores. Fakes out everyone in the building, including this broadcaster, as it's a beautiful skip pass to the crease. Right here, you'll just see right on the doorstep, Carter Zavitz continues his impressive start to this season, cashing in on that brilliant feed from across the floor. 6-3 St. Catharines lead. Chris Veltman jumps out on the floor, but then quickly realizes his helmet not done up, so Jordan Medeiros steps on instead. Another great loose ball battle at the face-off circle. Still down on the turf. As you can hear from one of the benches, who wants it? Well, both these teams want it badly as they hack and whack, try to pick up the loose ball. It's going to be a possession awarded to Brampton. Push on the back. Kyle Waters with the ball now. Waters, the former Orangeville product, so perhaps some Orangeville faithful watching this game. Vesna over to Grennan, back over to Waters. Waters uses that pick, takes the shot off the dome of McLeod, turned aside. Again, I cannot praise the goaltending enough here so far in this young season. Both these goalies have been on spot on. Earlier today, we've been treated some great goaltending as well. Landon Kells being one. Johnson from the beach as well. Shot just goes wide of the cage, turned aside. Chris Veltman tries to pick up the loose ball, but realizes runs out of space. Throws that ball ahead. Chris Veltman picks up that loose ball. Great job, but unfortunately for Brampton, it is an 8-second violation. One of those rules that has been adapted for this season. Little feed to the inside. Somehow that gets in, but it's turned aside. Once again, another great save by Stephen Orleman. Shot from the outside, turned aside. Chance now here, shot goes wide of the cage. That's Simmons again. Shot from the little fake, twister, turned aside, Maya. He's gonna pick up his own rebound though. And those are those hustle plays that will just energize your bench. This Brampton defense has been stuck out there for a very long time. You could see them huffing and puffing. Bent over on the floor, 10 seconds to go. Little shot there by Zavitz. And Brampton dodges a bullet here. Veltman with the ball, little bounce pass over to Steele. Veltman, again, as mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 2019 Ontario Junior B Defender of the Year with the West Durham Ironheads. Having his hand at Ontario Junior A Lacrosse now with Brampton. Sunderland falls to the ground but gets that pass off. Hazen turned aside. St. Catharines scoops up the ball, moves it up the floor. Up and out, quickly they go. Peyton McIntosh, quick flip to Pilon. Pilon with the knee brace there. Pilon again, one of these homegrown talent from St. Kitts. Shot goes from the outside, turned aside by Orleman. And great hustle there, back in reverse transition. Caesar with it now. Creaser sees an opportunity, spins, one hand on the stick, shot, and somehow that one's turned aside, and I believe we're gonna get a hold. Yes, indeed we are. As Brampton is going to get a chance here to try to cut this lead right now. 6-3 currently in favor of the A's. 10:55 to go. Folks, quick reminder, we will have another game at 9 o'clock on JVI Sports Network. So after this game, don't go too far. Maybe grab a glass of milk. And then be sure to tune in at 9 o'clock for our last game of the night. Waters over to Van Scheppen. Hazen, skip pass, tries to find the crease where Vesna is standing. Grennan, fake, takes, scores! Nathan Grennan blasts that shot all the way from downtown Ottawa. And you can see here, ball goes into the corner. Grennan's just gonna pick this up, picks up the loose ball. No one's coming to him, just gives a little fake and just steps inside that dotted line. Goes off the leg of Cam McLeod and in 6-4. The deficit is now cut, 10:34 to go. Thomas Whitty picks up the ball, little swim move. Nifty move by the captain. Whitty tries to get it out of danger, and he does. Over to Kaminga. 15 seconds, you can hear the bench. Move the ball quick, that's how St. Catharines likes to play, fast and furious. Ball over on the far side, that's Maya. Maya uses his pick, takes the shot, blocked by Brampton, but picked up once again. Kaminga. And we're gonna get a penalty here for a trip. So St. Kitts will look to see if they can extend their lead, which is currently 6-4, 10 minutes to go in the third period. On the other rink right now, and also on JVI Sports Network. 5-5 between Whitby and Orangeville. But here on the floor, 6-4. St. Kitts looking to extend that lead, get it back up to 3. Little quick pass there to Zavitz on the crease, but he's not able to catch the ball. Shot from the outside, turned aside by the chest pad of Stephen Orleman, the future New York Riptide goalie. Speaking of the National Lacrosse League, a ton of National Lacrosse League coaches, scouts, you name it, are on hand, and a lot of National Lacrosse League coaches on the bench, especially in this game here. Steve Toll, the head coach of St. Catharines, also the defensive coordinator for the newly named franchise Panther City, will be joining next season. And as mentioned earlier in the broadcast as well, Mike Hazen and Pat O'Toole, coaches of the Rochester Nighthawks, also the bench bosses here for Brampton. But onto the floor now we go. Keelan Pilon with the ball. Gonna work this thing around, 15 seconds in the shot clock. A little behind the back, and Chris Veltman with a huge blocked shot. A little feed there, somehow gets through. Great ball movement, but an even better stop, and Veltman picks up that loose ball, but he turns it over. Simmons with it now. They have numbers. Simmons back again, takes the shot. That one goes off the pipe. How does that one not go in? 15 seconds left to go in the power play, but a fresh clock here for St. Kitts. Shot from the outside. That one's blocked once again by Veltman. What a game Chris Veltman is having here in just his second game with the Excels. Shot, that one goes wide, so Brampton gonna have an opportunity here. Or sorry, I should say St. Catharines going to have an opportunity here too. chip away this lead. 6-4 the score, St. Catharines ahead. Vesna looking, waiting, finds Waters on the crease. Crease dive, no goal as McLeod turns that one aside. Whitty telling his team, push the ball down the floor, go down, spread the floor. Kaminga with it now. Moves the ball over to Simmons. Simmons back over to the left-handed side. Little fake, little dip, and another beautiful give and go goal, I should say. As Liam Ham, the recipient of that pass this time. We'll see again. Just a little slip, pick, little hitch, pass, and he even gets popped at the end there. A great heads-up play by Jackson Webster to find his man. 7-4 the score for St. Catharines. Sunderland wins the draw from a violation, but they'll take it. They have some work to do. 3 goals down, 7 minutes to go. Ferrero with it now. Little Waters unable to grab it there, and a timeout called from the bench as head coach Steve Toll smartly selects to call the timeout, as Tyler Halls was in a tough position trying to move the ball up the floor. As mentioned, under 7 minutes to go, 7-4 the score in favor of St. Catharines. One of these teams will move to 2-0 and really put themselves in a good position going forward for that semifinals. And in case you didn't know, folks at home watching here, we'll have the 2 weekends of play followed by a semifinal and a final in the 3rd week. The top 2 teams from each division will get a spot in the semifinals, and the final will be the winner of those 2 for the Iroquois Cup. No Minto Cup on the line here this season, but a trophy to be played for indeed, and a huge shout out goes to Ontario Junior Lacrosse and Commissioner Mark Grimes for getting this done, getting this shortened season to play during some unprecedented times here in the world. St. Catharines, 10 seconds left on the clock. Simmons, toe drag, how are you? Not able to beat Orleman. We almost had ourselves a highlight of the night there. Steele has numbers, looks, pulls out smartly, but finds the trailer. Waters takes the shot. That one goes real wide of the cage. And Whitty looking, slowing things down as we have a delayed penalty coming up. So St. Catharines once again will get that impressive power play to work. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Looking to see if they can get anything here. A little quick stick by Zavitz, not able to find the net. Shot clock will expire, but in fact, they will have an opportunity to make this a 4-goal game on the power play. .547 to go. As it will be Jordan Medeiros who's going to sit off. And as always, ball will start at the top with Alex Simmons. Little pass and catch. Pelon to Simmons. Simmons back over. Nope, he decides to keep it this time. Little pick action coming here. Pelon skip pass. Great pass, but unable to hit the net there is St. Catharines. Shot from the outside. Stick hooks there into the ground as Zavitz can't convert on that opportunity there. Van Scheppen with the ball. A little bit of a catch-22 here. You obviously want to try to chew up as much clock as possible on the penalty kill, but you also have some work here to do. Down 3 with 5 to go. Hazen with the game. Gonna say the 2 goals this game so far and 3 on the season. He gets a healthy cross-check to the face. Tanner Vale gonna sit down. A 5-minute major, it sounds like, coming from the board. And indeed, as we see it on the clock, a 5-minute penalty coming up for Tanner Vale. So we're going to be 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 11 seconds. And boy, what an opportunity here for Brampton with that major power play. Van Scheppen throws that pick over to Hazen. Hazen, as mentioned before, 2 goals on the game. Tries to throw that skip pass, goes into the corner for Grennan. Grennan, spin move, dodges a couple of checks there, and it's going to be called a moving pick. Grennan, left-handed shot eligible for the draft this year. Shifty, showing why he is projected to go somewhere near the end of the first or some point in that second round. A strong showing this tournament. Maybe will boost his draft stock. We'll see. Simmons just running around, feeds the middle. Great slide there, but battling through a couple of checks is Sam Leclerc and Mason Kaminga. Still 4-on-4 for about 15 seconds here. Vesna gets some space there, a little face dodge over to Waters. Waters underhand shots, but turned aside by McLeod. Up the floor they go. Carter Zavitz. And now, 3 minutes 45 to go in that major penalty. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. A major opportunity, no pun intended, for Brampton here, as Leclerc just goes BTB into the corner. So here we go, Brampton. See if they can pot 2 goals here on the major penalty and get it within 1 goal. 3 minutes to go in the game. Just over. Sunderland over to Vesna. Vesna takes the shot, turned aside by McLeod. Some bulldog on bulldog violence there, as one alumnus saves the other. Grennan picks up the loose ball, fires over to Hazen. Hazen, all time in space. McLeod somehow makes that leg save. Hazen picks up the loose ball, fresh clock. Waters with it now on top. Vesna waits. Waters over to Hazen. Back up to Waters. Waters takes that shot, trickles through. But Hall's able to make the save. Ball moved up the floor. McLeod looking for a water break, but the official not having it. Liam Ham trying to get it in deep. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 2 minutes, 20 seconds in the penalty. 2:15 in the game. So unless Brampton scores 2 quick goals, St. Kitts will be shorthanded for the remainder of this game. With about 3 Brampton players draped all over them. Simmons actually draws a penalty, so pardon me. In fact, they won't be shorthanded, of course, as Brampton takes a penalty there. So we're going to be 4-on-4. Riley DeLille going to sit down for a hold. 2 minutes remaining in this game. 7-4 the score in favor of St. Catharines. A 2-0 record on the line. One will move to 2-2. The other will move to 1-1. So not in danger of being eliminated from the semifinals just yet, but of course, A win certainly improves your chances on moving forward. Ball on the far side for Brandon Maya. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They're just going to chew up as much time as they can. Maya still with it. Zavitz is going to pull it to the bench. Maya still with the ball now. 5 seconds remain on that shot clock. Maya's shot goes wide. And Alex Simmons disagrees. He thinks he got that shot off just in time. But official Brett Colombe says no. Van Scheppen with the ball now. Buis on the floor, not realizing that they were short there, but Brampton unable to capitalize. You could hear St. Catharines bench screaming. And speaking of screaming benches, a couple of voices from the bench there thought maybe should have been a high stick there. Nothing being called though. Van Scheppen playing the top of this power play, skip pass over to Waters. Waters skip to the crease. Grennan looking for his options. Van Scheppen outside shot turned aside by McLeod. Rebound picked up. Waters with the outside shot goes well high of the cage. And it's not hitting anybody, so that's going to be an over back violation. 30 seconds remain in this game. Of course, if Brampton can tie it up, but they'll need a miracle for that to happen with just 25 seconds to go. St. Catharines now with possession, going to try to chew up as much clock as possible. Sam LeClaire with it now. Some rough stuff going in the far end of the blue rink here at the track. 10 seconds to go, and it looks like St. Catharines, after a bit of a slow start in the first period, a penalty-filled first period, the double blue is going to move on to 2-0, while Brampton moves to 1-1. Final score from the track, 7-4 St. Catharines. Have some chirping between the two teams. And as mentioned before, folks, please join us at 9 p.m. just in 45 minutes for our nightcap between the Burlington Chiefs and the Kitchener-Waterloo Lacrosse Club. That game goes on the red rink at 9 p.m. You can catch it here on JVI Sports Network. For Pat Gregoire, director and producer, and everyone here at JVI Sports Network, we want to thank you for tuning in. Join us at 9 o'clock for our presentation of OJLL action. We will see you then.